everyone! So MAC released their newest collection, Philip Treacy, on March 26th online and April 2nd in stores. The collection featured limited edition lipsticks, fluid lines, paint pots, highlighting powders, and a mascara. The collection was on the smallerish side, but here is what I picked out. Cardinal is described as a yellow burgundy red with a satin finish. Hollywood Cerise is described as a magenta berry with a satin finish. And No Faux Pas is described as a yellow hot pink with a matte finish. The lipsticks retailed for $16 US, $19 in Canada. They contain 0.10 ounces of product and they are all limited edition. Cardinal is a medium to dark red with warm undertones and a satin finish. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, mostly opaque, and had good pigmentation. I found that the consistency of the lipstick wasn't creamy, but it did have a slight slip to it. Cardinal was a tad drying over time and wore well for 5.5 hours. Hollywood Cerise is a medium pink berry with cool undertones and a satin finish. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, opaque, and had good pigmentation. Hollywood Cerise was comfortable to wear on the lips, it lasted 5 hours, and left behind a faint stain. No Faux Pas is a bright fuchsia with cool undertones and a matte finish. This shade applied smoothly, evenly, fully opaque, and had good rich pigmentation. The formula was lightly creamy but a tad drying when worn for an extended period of time. No Faux Pas wore well for 7 hours before fading and left behind a stain. This shade was also previously released this past holiday season in their heirloom mix collection. I also picked up all 3 fluid lines in the collection. Blacktrack is described as a solid flat black, Blue Peep is described as a bright flat teal, and Royal Wink is described as a bright royal blue. The fluid lines retailed for $16 US, $19 in Canada, and contained 0.10 ounces of product. Blacktrack is a dark black with neutral undertones and a matte finish. This shade is mostly opaque in a single swipe, but can easily be layered for a fully opaque coverage. This shade also dries to a completely flat, ultra matte finish. Blacktrack wore well for 11 hours. Blue Peep is a medium brightened blue with cool undertones and a matte finish. This shade also dries down to a completely flat, ultra matte finish and can easily be layered for a fully opaque coverage. Blue Peep wore well for 11 hours. I also want to mention that Blacktrack and Blue Peep are both being released in an upcoming MAC is Beauty collection. So if you couldn't get your hands on it now, even though it's permanent, it is coming out again. Royal Wink is a medium brightened cobalt blue with cool undertones and a satin matte finish. This shade has an almost slippery consistency to it, which can make it a little bit difficult to layer the product over itself, as it tends to shear out if you try and layer it too much. I found the easiest solution was to make a layer, wait for the product to dry, and then try and relayer, but instead of stroking the product on, to kind of just tap it over top, if that makes any sense. Royal Wink had decent pigmentation in a single swipe and wore well for 10 hours. And that completes what I picked up from the collection. I did use some of the products on my face today. I have No Faux Pas on my lips as well as all 3 fluid lines on my eyes. If you're interested in seeing a tutorial for this look, feel free to click this thumbnail and check it out when it is available. Be sure to let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the collection or if you happen to pick anything up. As always, don't forget to check out my blog for more details, photos, and swatches, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to show your support. If you'd like to give me a follow, I will have all of my social media listed here as well as down in the description. As I always say, I hope you found this review collection helpful, and I hope that you have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for watching.